I was just checking some of the comments, and Brian Hayes says that he stopped watching this person, that's me, I presume, when he confidently stated that a ship blew up in Beirut. If I did state that, I tend not to look at my own stuff after I posted it, so I don't know what I said. But a cursory check would inform you that the ammonium nitrate was stored in a warehouse for several years, badly stored after being taken off an abandoned ship. I don't know whether it was abandoned, but certainly it was a warehouse that blew up. If I've confused the ship, which is currently waiting off the coast of Kent near Margate, with the stuff that was in the warehouse, same stuff, different location, and yes, sometimes when you're speaking to the camera, you confuse things, but it certainly wasn't my intention, if that is the case. You should really hide your head in shame at your fear-mongering and misinformation. On the contrary, I think the fear-mongering is perfectly reasonable. I think we should be in fear, and I think we should be worried about this ship, which is not so much simply because it's got the same chemicals inside it that were in the warehouse in Beirut, but because of the proximity of the munitions ship, the sunk munitions ship, the SS Montgommery, which is also lying on the seabed near Margate. And if the ship, which has got these chemicals in it, called the Ruby, were to explode, then the munitions ship probably would go up as well. And this would be significantly worse than the 6-kilometer destruction that was wrought in Beirut by the explosion in the warehouse. And I remember vividly seeing that explosion on social media, and also talking to people who witnessed it at first hand. This is not something that we should be encouraging. I'd actually heard about this ship some time ago, and I was worried about where it was going, what it was going to do. So the fact that it is now back in the news is concerning. I don't believe I'm needlessly fear-mongering, and I don't believe that I'm involved in misinformation, but it is possible that this is yet another instance of somebody trying to deflect from the serious danger that the Russian authorities have placed European nationals in Denmark, and as this ship has progressed round the northern coast of Europe. And it's not that surprising that it's been denied a berth. The ship is a mess. Its rudder is not properly working. It's got cracks all over it, and it's sailing under a Maltese flag. It's bound apparently for Malta. I have no idea how it gets to Malta, because I cannot imagine that it's going to be allowed past Gibraltar. It's too dangerous, and it can't go back. It doesn't seem to be able to go forward. It's now trapped at a point where it could do significant damage. At the same time, we know that there are a number of Russian nuclear submarines that took off from their base in the north of Russia and have moved into the North Sea, and again are stationed very close to British territorial waters. And the combination of all that, I think, is something that should cause us worry at these difficult times. As I've said all the time, and as I keep saying, platitudinous calls for a ceasefire, platitudinous calls for capitulation are not helpful. We need a roadmap to peace for Ukraine. We need a roadmap to peace for Gaza and Lebanon. And we need a formula that allows us peace for Israel and for Russia. As for Putin and Netanyahu, these are players in a different in a different sphere. And certainly Putin has crossed the red line into evil. Whether he's crossed the red line from life into death remains to be seen. Certainly there are reports that he is dead. But platitudinous calls for peace, in the same way as platitudinous calls to move on a ship which is dangerous. This is sort of NIMBY-ish absurdity, which has an eye on autobiography rather than the security of the global community. And yeah, what more can I say? But thank you for flagging that up. If I said the ammonium nitrate was in a ship, I was wrong. It was in a warehouse.